Hey everybody, David Wood here once again for David Wood FX, this time with just a brief request to all of you guys. I have been receiving a lot of comments and requests for intros for different YouTube channels, and I always ask them the same things, and so I'm going to tell you exactly what I expect as an answer from you. First comes the video dimensions. Now my video dimensions, I record my videos the same size as my desktop, which is 1280 by 800. So if you're recording videos at 1280 by 800, then I want to know that. I don't want you to tell me simply to make it HD, because then there's 80 pixels from top to bottom that aren't being fit in, and it will distort the final video. So to find that, you simply go into your control panel to display, over to the settings, and there you can find your screen resolution. Okay, that's pretty simple. Also, if you're going to be using a video camera, then I would like to know that as well. So here I have a sample movie up, which for some reason the actual picture doesn't want to show up. But I took this off of my camera, and to find the actual information about the video, then you would want to go under the media information. I think it's that one. Yes. Maybe not. Let's see. Okay, there we go. Under the codec details, but you'll be able to find the actual resolution. Like my camera does shoot in HD, which is 1280 by 720. Okay, so that's one thing I'm going to ask you. I'm going to ask you for the dimensions. Another thing I'm going to ask you is the frame rate of your video. The frame rate is exactly how many frames are shown over the period of 1 second. So this is very important, because if I make it so it has more frames than what you're recording as, or less frames, if it has more frames, it's going to be a lot slower because it has more frames to fit in. If I have less frames per second, then it's going to be faster. So it's very important to get this right. And also you should be able to find this. Actually, your camera should be able to tell you the settings if you look in the owner's manual, or if you just play around in the menus. Like my video camera takes a frame rate of 29.97 frames. This last 4 digits here aren't necessary. That is the standard, so roughly 30 frames a second. But some cameras do 30 frames, some do 25, some do 24.97, I think it is. So it's important to know exactly what that is. Also, if you're going to be using a screen recording, that's also very important. So, like my videos, I record them at 15 frames a second. That is the lowest standard for video frames. In fact, that is what I think it was Thomas Edison discovered, that like 15 frames a second was equivalent to real life and what your eye actually portrays. I don't remember exactly. But anyway, here is my Camstudio. I'm using Camtasia recorder, and it's not in there. Let me just bring up another instant of it. Hopefully it will let me. It may not let me bring this up. Please let me bring it up. Okay. Strange. Maybe if I do it through the programs. Camtasia, applications, recorder. No, it's not going to let me bring it up. Anyway, most of you guys probably won't be using Camtasia, so instead I'll show you how to do it with Camstudio. Now, Camstudio is a free screen recorder. Very useful program. And in order to find the frame rate of your videos in here, simply go to the options, video options. And in here you have all your settings for frame rate, video compression, stuff like that to get it right. And what you want to do is look down here at the bottom and choose this auto adjust feature. And then move the slider back and forth until you get the frame rate you're happy with. Like I put mine on this at capture frames every 40 milliseconds, playback rate is 25 frames per second, which is pretty good. But because I do mine at 15, I'm just going to have to bring this down to 15, and it will correctly adjust that. So that's very important to know as well. So just look at the playback rate, and that is the number you would want to tell me to make the video, to make the intro's frame rate. So in this case it's 15. Very easy. Just hang on one quick second and I will start recording with Camstudio so then I can show you the Camtasia options. Okay, now I will show you exactly how to go about finding the frame rate of Camstudio, or not Camstudio, Camtasia Studio, and this really shouldn't be too hard. In fact, if you're using Camtasia, most likely you'll know how to do that. But let me bring up the recorder, and here you have it. You can pick camera, select the area of the screen, mine is set to full screen, the audio settings, and it's got different features under here, but what we want to do is when we open it up we can go under the tools menu and go down to options, and here you can choose exactly a lot of different settings. Like Camtasia will save the file in two different formats. One is the CamRec, which is the program's default file type, and it will also save as an AVI, and most of the time I save mine as a CamRec. It's got the options to pause before starting, blah blah blah, all that stuff. But what we want to do is go under the video option, and this might be set to automatic, and if it's set to automatic then we want to click the manual and then put in our desired frame rate. Like I do mine at 15 frames per second, and that is pretty much all you have to do. Then you just hit OK and go about the recording. So thanks for watching this, guys. Please make sure you know what you're talking about when you send in an intro request, because it makes my job a lot easier in knowing exactly what to do for you. That's it for this quick video. I've been really busy, guys, so forgive me for not having put up any tutorials in a while, and I'll work on some of those soon. So that's it. My name's David Wood, David Wood FX, and I will see you guys next time.